Hey, welcome to LifeTalk. I'm Pastor Michael Goins here at Life Church, and today we got a very special guest, my close friend of mine and one of Life Church's very own, our North Carolina representative for the District 109, the Honorable Donnie Loftis. Welcome, my friend.
Thank you, Pastor. Good to be here.
We have three specific bills that we want to discuss with you for you to know what's going on in our state here in North Carolina, and also to know exactly what it is that you could do to get involved in this to make a change and a difference for the morality and the direction North Carolina is going in.
This session has been critical in areas of what we deem to be, as legislators, critical for our folks back home in our district. We've seen a decaying in morality, a decaying in respect for life over the last several years. And this year, we had the opportunity to address several things. And that's what a lot of times folks want, all or none.
Yeah.
And you're a Marine, I'm an Army guy. It's about movement on the objective.
That's it.
Here's our objective. Here's where we want to end up.
Take territory.
And it gets us a step closer. Yeah. Since I've been in the House, that was in November of 21, we've had those discussions of especially what could we do to protect innocent lives? And especially when the Dobbs case came out last year, just about a year ago, there was so much excitement in the community and across the state with pro-life people, with churches and stuff, that we're finally, for the first time in 50 years, we're going to be able to make some adjustments to protect innocent lives. And there's several options. Right now it's 20 weeks. And right now, North Carolina is a state that people come to.
It is.
Because abortion has been lowered in other states.
So right now, North Carolina is 20 weeks, but you got to understand this. It's been that way for 50 years.
Correct.
50 years. So this is the first time in 50 years in North Carolina we've had a House and Senate collectively come together and say, let's tackle this monster, this moral issue in our state, and let's do something about it.
That's correct.
This is a big deal, huge deal.
It is.
So in order to move 8 weeks up, which is a win, pro-lifers, this is a win. I want everybody to hear this. This is a win because we save 5,000 babies now.
Correct.
A year.
That's correct.
Now, if the Lord permits and we get out and vote and we get out and make a difference and we start doing what we can do as evangelical Christian pro-lifers, and we get the right governor in the House, and we can move it further. But right now, this very well could be a huge 50-year win for pro-lifers, for the state of North Carolina, most importantly, for 5,000 babies.
That's true.
That's huge. So I got a question for you. How can we as pro-lifer Christians who are not in legislation, who are not in the House making votes, who are not have the ability, how can we make an impact right now, make a difference with what's going on? Because I know it's going to come up for veto you. So what can we do now?
First thing is pray. Pray
Absolutely.
for legislators. And that sounds so cliche, but I'm telling you, prayer changes things.
Absolutely.
The other things we could be doing, and you mentioned it, as evangelicals, we've kind of taken a back seat and we said we're not involved in the political process. Yep. And that's why we are where we are in a lot of respects, that we haven't taken the lead, we haven't registered to vote, we didn't go vote.
That's true.
We became disengaged. Mm-hmm. And it is the largest voting bloc in America is evangelicals. And we have chose to stay home. And so if you haven't registered, you need to register to vote. You need to become involved in learning what those issues are. Facebook is a great way of learning. On my Facebook page, I put as much stuff out there so you can be aware of where your state government is going. But that's probably the biggest thing. Pray, contact those in those districts, contact them all. You can find a mechanism that says contact all. Send them all. Thank you for standing for life. We're praying for you. Please stand firm on the veto.
That's right. And there's a common theme here. All three of these bills were minors, children.
Correct.
Recognize that. Look, I find it ironic. We'll get spiritual for a second. I find it ironic that the devil no longer is ashamed of what he's targeting.
He's blatant, open.
He is open about what he's targeting. They're open about their agenda. They don't care, and they push it in your face. Matter of fact, they're proud of their agenda, and it's time that we take back what is rightfully ours and appeal to you. Will you get involved? Will you take action? Join us, number one, in prayer. Join us, number two, in reaching out to your local representatives and tell them, first, thank you if they stood up for it. Secondly, will you stand firm in this fight for our children? It's important for us. Never have I ever seen it so vital and so evil as we're living in, but it's vital now that the church stand up and take action.